and welcome to NSO at Home Live, a concert series created by the musicians of the National Symphony Orchestra. My name is Marissa Regni. I'm the Principal Second Violin of the National Symphony. I'll be your host tonight and every Sunday night as we bring live music into your homes and hopefully into your hearts. This is our 9th week of doing this show. It's hard to believe, and we really do miss being at the Kennedy Center, but we're so glad that we can reach all of you in this way, and we are reaching people all over the world, so we're very excited about that. And speaking of reaching people, last week we had a record number of views on our show. Between Facebook and YouTube, we had almost 140,000 views. So thank you so much for all of you who've been tuning in and telling your friends and family and neighbors about all that we're doing. It's just very exciting for us. We have a great show planned for tonight. We have NSO Violinist Wanzhen Li. We have NSO Cellists, Eugena Chang and Britten Riley. And as we've been doing every week, we are featuring a student from the NSO Youth Fellowship Program. Tonight we have a wonderful pianist, Alexander Sub, will be joining us. And he is doing some remarkable things besides just playing the piano. So we're going to talk to him about that, in addition to hearing him perform some wonderful music. So let's not waste another minute. Let's head straight over to Wanzhen and Eugena, who will be playing a duet by Franz Anton Hofmeister. Hofmeister was an Austrian composer, lived in the middle 1700s. And in addition to composing, he was a lawyer, and he was also a very successful publisher of music. He published music by Haydn, Mozart, and Beethoven, and was actually very good friends with Mozart and Beethoven. So cannot wait to hear this piece. So let's head straight over to these two lovely ladies, Wanzhen and Eugena.
Hi. Hello.
Hey. Oh, it's so good to see you guys.
You too.
Yeah. So I want to welcome Eugena back because Eugena, you played, I think it was our 3rd week of being on the air, and you were so wonderful to come and play. You did some Schubert and some Bach, and it was amazing. So thank you for coming back on the show. We appreciate that. Yeah. And as I mentioned all those weeks ago, Eugena is our sort of resident bundle of sunshine in the orchestra. Wherever she is, people are smiling. And Wanzhen, so happy to have you here. Thank you for joining us. So this was a big year for you. So I know that you're broadcasting live from your brand new house, right?
Yes. The house is not brand new, but we are brand new in the house.
Yes, well, you are brand new. So it's a big year for you because you got married. Yeah, you bought a house.
Yes.
And then COVID-19 happened and you got locked into your beautiful. So, you know, there's an excuse to unpack some boxes. Are you all settled?
Yes. Good. All settled.
So it must be so nice to play chamber music with each other because we haven't been together for so long. Is it really nice to sort of reconnect in that way?
It's been really nice, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we cannot wait to hear this next duet by Hofmeister. I know it's in 3 movements. So ladies, take it away. Thank you so much. That was amazing. I have to admit, I have never heard that piece before, and it was absolutely charming and so beautifully played. So thank you, Eugena and Wanzhen, for that. We're going to head back to them in just a little while. But first, I want to remind all of you that you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. On Facebook and YouTube, we are NSO Musicians. On Instagram, we are NSO_musicians. Please follow us, subscribe to our channels. We're always posting new content, all kinds of videos and photos and things that we've been up to these past several months when we've not been able to be at the Kennedy Center performing live for all of you within the concert hall. So please consider following us, and remember to tell your friends and family about all that we're doing. Also, when you log on to those different platforms, you can check out previous shows. If you haven't seen any of the previous 8, they're all posted and up there for you to see. So we're going to head over now to hear our Youth Fellowship Program student. The Youth Fellowship Program with the NSO is really terrific. It's high school students, really talented group of kids, and they often will watch rehearsals of the orchestra. They sometimes do side-by-sides with us in the orchestra. They, of course, take lessons with members of the symphony and also coach chamber music with members of the symphony. And new to the program is the piano program. And we're so delighted to be welcoming back with us Lisa Eman Heiser. You may remember she performed for us a couple of weeks ago, and she is the teacher of our next students. So let's first welcome Lisa to the show.
Hi, Marissa. Hi, everyone.
Hey, Lisa. Thanks for coming back. You were
My
magnificent.
pleasure.
Yeah, you were magnificent a couple of weeks ago when you were playing inside the piano and screaming in Italian.
Thank you.
You did,
It was
you did
fun.
some amazing,
Thank you.
amazing music. It was just beautiful. So how long have you been teaching in the Youth Fellowship Program?
I've been teaching in the Youth Fellowship Program really 2 years. This is the second year of the program, and I consider it really a mentorship. I'm guiding these young pianists, and it's just fantastic. It's such an opportunity. I'm thrilled the piano is part of it, because we pianists have a rather solitary practice area and don't have as many outlets for other young musicians that participate in youth orchestras. Of course, there is the lone pianist in the orchestra as well, but this is what has been wonderful.
Yeah, I mean, I remember doing chamber music when I was in high school, doing piano
Right.
quartets and piano trios, and just that was such a great way to expand our repertoire, and just to play something with the piano beyond just a sonata or something is just adds a lot of depth. It's really
Yeah.
great for everybody
Yeah.
involved. So,
Yeah.
So I know you've been working with Alexandra for how many years? Is it a year?
5 years. I've been teaching.
5 years.
I called him Sasha. I
Yeah.
called him Sasha for 5 years, and yeah, he's really truly remarkable in so many different ways. But he's immensely talented, and he dedicates himself to music. He practices. He's always prepared, and he's also enthusiastic. His attitude is always good, including during this COVID crisis and pandemic. He's just I don't know. I love the roller coaster ride that I'm on with him.
Yeah. Well, let's welcome him to the show. He's doing so many amazing things, not just playing the piano. So let's welcome Sasha, as you call him.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, welcome. Can you hear us?
Yes.
Oh, great. Okay. Hi, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here. So I know you are a rising senior. You are officially a senior now in high school, right?
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, that's exciting. So tell everyone where you go to school.
I go to the Thomas Jefferson High School for Science and Technology.
Yeah, that's an amazing school.
It really is.
I asked you this previously, but tell everybody, so are you more of a science person or a math person?
I find I'm definitely more of a math person. I mean, I love science. I took physics this year, but I find I really resonate with math in many, many ways.
Yeah, yeah. And you are doing some amazing things besides just, I mean, that school that you go to is very impressive and requires a lot of hard work, and you're putting a lot of hard work into your piano, but you also put a lot of hard work into the community, which I think is just really remarkable. And so it's just amazing not just for you, but for the people that you do it for. So there's two projects I want to talk about. There's the first one you're doing is the Back to Bach project. Can you tell everyone what that's about?
Sure. The Back to Bach program is an international organization whose primary mission is to get people inspired and excited about the world of classical music through a variety of performances at community-based locations, including elementary schools, churches, and community centers. I've played at mostly elementary schools and one library, but it's been really great to see young people get excited about music. And see that people still want to know more about what there is to maybe pursuing a career in it.
Yeah, absolutely. That's amazing. And then the other thing that you're very involved is called the Tacey Foundation.
Mm-hmm. So the Tacey Foundation was founded by Charlotte Holiday, and it's designed to provide students with opportunities to connect with the community, mostly through performances at senior homes at many locations across Maryland and Northern Virginia, but also by recording CDs to send to hospitals and shelters, and by providing performance venues like the National Institutes of Health.
That's amazing. I don't know how you have time to do all of this stuff. It's incredible. I'm awestruck. And you're an incredible pianist. I heard a little bit of you yesterday. Just cannot wait. You're going to play a movement of a Chopin sonata. Before we go, though, I want to tell people if they're interested in the Youth Fellowship Program and finding out more about it, you can go to kennedy-center.org/NSO, click on the education spot, and then click on career development. Everything you need to know about our Youth Fellowship Program is there. So if you're interested in applying or just knowing more about it, I urge you all to go there. And thank you so much for being here, for performing, for all you're doing for the community. Like I say, I know it means so much to the people that you are doing this for, especially the seniors, and to get young people excited about music is just terrific. So thank you. And thank you, Lisa, for everything that you're doing to foster this young talent and enthusiasm. So thank you both. And Sasha, please take it away. Wow. That was unbelievable. So outstanding. Thank you, Alexander. I know you have just an amazing future ahead of you. Just we're all sitting here at my house with our jaws on the ground. So thank you so much. It was just so beautifully played. So we have a couple of things coming up this next week that we want you all to be on the lookout for. The first is Saturday is July 4th. And usually the orchestra is out playing at the West Lawn of the Capitol for the annual July 4th concert that is broadcast live. Of course, this year that's not able to happen. However, earlier this week, a handful of musicians, I think there are about 20 of them from the NSO, were able to go to the Kennedy Center and record some music for that broadcast. So please tune in so you can see a couple of NSO players, their happy faces. I know they were absolutely thrilled to be back on the stage of the concert hall together. Of course, they were socially distant, but happy to be together nonetheless. So you can catch that Saturday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, on your local PBS television station, or you can watch it on YouTube. If you look for a Capitol 4th 2020, it should pop up on YouTube as well. So that's Saturday night, 8 o'clock, and then you can go outside and shoot off some fireworks. And then on Sunday, of course, next Sunday, we will be back here, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern for another installment of NSO at Home Live. We have several people performing. If you're a brass player, you will definitely want to tune in. We have two terrific players from the National Symphony performing. We have horn player Marcus Osterlund. We have Kevin Carlson playing the trombone. I will be playing a little patriotic ditty on the violin. And of course, we'll be joined by another youth fellowship program student. We have Asher Borston will be joining us. He plays the viola. So please join us next Sunday at 7 for that. So we're going to go back to Wanzhen and Eugena as promised. They're going to be playing a very flashy duet for violin and cello. This is a Passacaglia that was originally, the melody was written by George Frederick Händel and then was reimagined by Johann Halvorsen. This is a duet that shows off both instruments equally, a real barn burner. So excited to go back to Wanzhen and Eugena. extinguisher out. That was hot. You guys were burning it up. I loved it. Loved it. Oh my gosh. Okay, so sorry. So excited. We have one more piece before we leave tonight. We are welcoming now the newest member of the National Symphony Orchestra, Britten Riley. He plays the cello, and he joined us this season from the Toronto Symphony. He has been such a delight to get to know, and he's such a wonderful musician, so we've loved hearing him play the cello. And he's also an arranger, and he arranged this next piece of music. It's actually one of my very favorite Beatles songs. So we're going to welcome Britton to the gang here with Eugena and Wanzhen, and they're going to tell us a little bit about this next Beatles song. So welcome, Britton. Welcome back, Eugena and Wanzhen.
A lot of people know the song Blackbird by Paul McCartney. There has been a lot of debate over the true meaning behind the song, and even McCartney has provided various explanations for the inspiration behind it, but it was written during a period of unfortunate race relations in the US. Even though 50 years have passed, we unfortunately find ourselves in a similar situation. Regardless of the song's true meaning, today we are offering this unique arrangement for violin and two cellos as a statement of unity and acceptance in support of the Black Lives Matter movement, and to remind everyone listening that music is able to transcend all backgrounds and barriers. We hope you enjoy it.
Thank you, Britt, Eugena, and Wanzhen. That was an absolutely gorgeous arrangement, so beautifully played, and played at really the most perfect time right now. Something we all need to reflect upon. So thank you so much for that. What a perfect way to end really an amazing night of music. Thank you, Britt, Eugena, Wanzhen, and Alexander for giving us so much outstanding artistry tonight. Just amazing. I'm so proud to work with you all and to know you. It's just inspiring. So thank you all for joining us this evening. Please join us next Sunday night at 7 p.m. for NSO at Home Live. We'll be joined by Marcus, Kevin, Ashton, and myself. I'll be playing a little patriotic ditty in honor of July 4th. So we'll have some brass and some string music. Hope you can join us. Before we leave, of course, I want to thank our magnificent producers, Bob Reardon, Jamie Roberts, and Dave Murray. We would be lost without all three of you. And I want to thank Thomas Baker for his beautiful artwork that graces our screen before and after the show. And I want to thank Sophie Edwards, who sets up my camera, my lights, helps me out every week getting all of this ready. Thanks also to all of you for tuning in and for letting people know that we're out there still. We cannot wait to be back in the Kennedy Center, but so happy we can see you all every Sunday night at 7. So thanks, have a great week, and we'll see you next Sunday.